Hey, Diecast fans and collectors. Today I just wanted to make a video showing you guys my, Diecast cave, I guess I'm gonna call it, because it is underground. I'm under my house, so, yeah. Um, all of my cars are down here. Over here we've got the fantasy cars right there. Police, fire vehicles, trailers, construction vehicles, garbage trucks, motorcycles, planes, four-wheelers, semi-trucks, monster trucks, monster trucks. Then we've got, I keep these for my M2s, for the breakable ones that have like breakable parts on them when I buy them, so they can go inside of a bag and then be encased in that, so I keep those. I used to keep my cards from my packages, but it's just gotten out of hand and gotten to be quite a mess, so I've started throwing them away. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to keep the cards anymore. I mean, I can look at the artwork if I want to. When I watch the video, if I go back and watch my videos or whatever, what's in here is I have two pet turtles. You can kind of see one of them right now. That's Bowser. There's another one in there named Lisa. Then we have Dodges here. Just a bunch of different ones. Shelby, Subarus, Lamborghinis. Down there we have Nissans and all that. I want to get like a special bin for the Hondas where they're all by themselves, because I get quite a bit of Hondas and Nissans. Like the cars I get more of, I'd like to have like a bigger storage container for, because I know over time I'll get more of that. And then up there we have some RC cars I haven't put away yet. Some little plastic toy cars and stuff. My Gay Toys van that I've done a video here on the channel of is up there. You can see it. And then over here we have like more plastic cars, stuff I have to go through, more stuff I have to go through. Over here I have my American pickup trucks, except for Dodge. I have all my semi trucks, like real ones, like Kenworths and all that right there. All my Chevy trucks, all my Ford trucks, all my Ford cars, Chevy cars, Corvettes, Chevelles and Camaros. There's quite a bit of them, so they need their own spot. And up here we have some more stuff. An expensive RC car I traded somebody a go-kart for like 3 or 4 years ago. RC car. A little rock crawler I got at Menards. A little Camaro I've had for a long time, since I've been younger. It's a little RC car. Big old blower coming out. It's pretty neat. I think I got it at Kmart or Family Dollar. I can't really remember. And then my Fortnite cars. I think that's a Nilet. The Nilet Dodge. It's under a TV. I don't know why. My Bigfoot. Couple of broken RC cars over there. That one's broken. Needs to be repaired. My LaFerrari. That's my chair I sit in when I'm down here. On all my Hot Wheels tracks, except for like my actual official racetrack, that stays upstairs because I play with that quite a bit. Then I got my foldable things right there, Christmas trees. And then this is just a box of trash. I have to wait for the trash to come because it's full right now before I'll fit all this stuff in there. Most of this stuff is from, if you guys didn't know, I moved out of my apartment. I wasn't happy about it. Because I really did like my apartment. I was very proud of myself getting out on my own. But I had to let it go because the town I lived in was absolutely absolutely terrible. The police there were junk. It made me upset that my wife worked there for a long time and paid taxes to them, and they didn't do anything because my mopeds were completely destroyed. And I moved here to get those fixed, but it turns out it's going to cost a lot of money to fix them, so I'm probably just going to either scrap them or sell them because I'm not interested in paying $300-400 to fix them, and I can't seem to find anybody besides a repair shop that'll do it cheaper. The only thing I can find is a repair shop, so that's way too much money. But yeah, right there we've got some stuff I have to go through. I have to get some more plastic storage crates this month and stuff. I got a hockey table over there my mom and dad got me at a free store. But yeah, I had to move back in with my parents and let go of my apartment. There was starting to get to be a lot of drug dealers around there in the parking lot at night anyway. So probably was a good idea to move anyway. But I would have been okay with it if I just didn't have my mopeds. It's just, after thinking about it, I was like, me and my wife shouldn't stay there because, it's not very safe because, the cops won't do anything. They seem like they just want to let criminals get away with criminal things. I made a video that day I was going to upload because I was really excited because the person that kept messing with my moped finally left evidence. They left a fishing knife, like an old military knife that was from like the war or something. And I got them on camera wrecking my bike. I got them on camera, and they left a knife. And this worthless cop, I think his name was Justin Hoberbrook or something like that. Hoderbrook, something like that. I'll just tell you guys where I used to live. I used to live in Three Rivers, Michigan. Terrible, terrible town. Never lived there. The cops there are garbage. Because that's where I used to live. If you guys want to go there and hit up that Walmart and stuff, you can. Because it is a pretty good Walmart. I ain't going to hit it up anymore because it's very far away from me now. I live in a big city now. And I live like miles. I'm talking miles and miles and miles away from there. I can't even go to Indiana anymore, unfortunately, until I get my Unirail upgraded fully and get a few chargers for it. Speaking of the Unirail has gotten some upgrades and I have painted it. But I still got to get together some money for the extra battery, and I want to get a charger for each battery, which is also expensive then because there's tariffs now. That stuff went up in price, so that's not helpful. Oh, yeah, and then up there I got some cars I got on Black Friday, like I think 3 years ago. I got a Challenger Hellcat, a Shelby, and a newer Corvette back there. But yeah. Trying to see if I can get some money on DoorDash, but they don't like my e-bike too much. So yeah, I was for a little bit getting orders, but then I wanted to tell them I had an e-bike instead of a car because I don't like lying, and no, I don't get any orders. I did when I said I had a Tesla, but I didn't even set that up. It just set that up for me automatically when I started DoorDash. It set it up, said I had a Tesla Model S or X. I was like, it was either an S or Y. I think it was a Y. Yeah, a Tesla Model Y Plaid Edition. I was like, wow, it thinks I have that kind of money. No, I don't. I don't have that kind of money. Actually, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't have any money. My wife is just a wonderful person. Because, I struggle quite a bit with my type 1 diabetes, and guys, let me tell you, I paid for it. I paid for doing this. Like, bringing all these cars down here, I did this all in one day. Everything you see, I did this all in one day, and my blood sugar went low about, I'd say 15 times in one day. I didn't even take no insulin that day or nothing. I just kept going low. I was like, dude, oh, what'd I do to myself? And then yesterday was kind of a headache too. I went low about 6 or 7 times, and hopefully today I'm not going to go low. me and my wife are gonna go look around today and see what we can find. Just to go out and have fun. Didn't go anywhere for fireworks last night. She didn't really want to, so I was like, okay, I don't have to. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys my diecast cave, as I like to call it, because it's underground. This is kind of really cool because I've always kind of had a dream ever since I was a little kid to have a basement for my collectibles, and now I do. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what's in this one. What's in this one, we have pullback cars. So right there we've got all the cars, and then underneath it all the trucks are under there. Let me just show you guys what's in the bottom one, because there is something very different in the bottom. Okay, so here's what's in the bottom, if you guys want to see. It's my micro machines. Not just micro machines, there's like off-brands in here. All kinds of things. There's off-brand micros, there's all kinds of different things. I also have Fat Boys. If you don't know what those are actually quite easy to get to. If you want to see those, I can show them to you. I've had those ever since I was a little kid. My mom absolutely thought those were cool, and she bought them for me all the time. I remember getting them at Target all the time when I was younger. But yeah, there's all my micro machines right there. We've got the newer ones in there, and then we've got, I think, I'm trying to remember. I think them are Road Champs. Are them Road Champs, or what are them? I think they're Road Champs. I think they are. I'm trying to remember. They're Imperials. I'm trying to remember. I'm really big on off-brand stuff and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. But sometimes off-brands are... if you just had regular micro machines, it'd be really hard to get a collection this big. I do have like over 500 of the actual original Galoob micro machines. I do have 500 of them. But yeah, because my brother, I have a brother on my dad's side, a half brother. And when he moved out of his mom's house, he had given me a small, like, I don't know if they still make them anymore. But he had given me like a small storage bag, like a backpack almost, full of micro machines. Yeah, it was about, excuse me, sorry. It was about the size of a backpack full of micro machines when I was younger. Like, I guess it wasn't full, because it was full, that'd be a lot. It was like, I don't know, like one of those metal lunch boxes or something. Actually, no, I do have something that it's about that size. Hold on, let me, because he did have some off-brand ones too. They weren't bad, but that's where my collection really got its jump start. And then for Christmas and Easter, my mom used to buy me Speedies. If you guys aren't familiar with what those are, they're cars that are like micro machines, but they have a little ball on the bottom of them. They're pretty cool. They actually still make them, I think, in some other foreign countries. I think they still make them today, because I'm always finding new weird colors of them when I go online sometimes. And sometimes I want to buy them, but I need to get more funds before I can start buying stuff like that. I'm trying to buy Lego now. But they came in something like this right here. This is from my first toy box I ever had. I still have it for some reason. I used to have a green one, a blue one, and a red one. And I think a black one and a white one. Or I think I just had like a yellow, blue, green, and red. I think is what I had. But yeah, let me show you guys my Fat Boys. Where are my Fat Boys? They're in one of these two right here. I think this one. Am I going to guess right? It has to be the fantasy cars, or the weird cars, like the animal cars and stuff like that. I'm hitting an electrical wire. It's not good. Yep, this is the one. And they're right back here in this back corner, I'm pretty sure. Yep, they are. They're right here. There's my wife's dinosaur cars. Right here they are. Look at them, guys. We got a Toyota Corolla, I think, or Supra. Is that Supra? It's some type of Toyota. We got a Corvette right here. a Subaru, a Bel Air, a Pontiac GTO Judge. I don't know, I think it's some fantasy car. Dodge Viper, Mustang, Corvette, another Mustang, a Cadillac, a Mustang, Volkswagen. I have a lot of them. I think that's a Mercury, and there's another Mercury underneath that one. Split window Corvette. I have a lot of the Volkswagens. I'm thinking about one day customizing one and making it pink, but I don't know because I've had those forever and they're like really memorable in my childhood. I have a really disgusting story actually about one of these. I won't tell it, but I have a really disgusting story about one of these Mustangs in red. I don't even know if I still have it, but I had an RC one. There was an RC car of that Mustang. And I had it, and the first day I got it, I ran over dog feces with it because my parents did not clean up very well after their animals when I was younger. And then here's the trucks. Those were the cars. These are trucks. So I have a bus. Oh, these are like fancier ones. The wheels the rims can come off of them. I have the car hauler, which is kind of rare. I haven't seen many people have it. I still have the trailer too. I believe it's in here. Yeah, it is. It's right there. There's the trailer. I have a F-150. I think that's a Cadillac Escalade. That's a Ford F-100. I think that's a Escalade. That's a Nissan Pathfinder, I believe. Yeah, there's just a lot of really cool ones. I think that's a Land Rover. I think that's a fantasy truck, or it might be a Chevy S10. It might be a square body. I think it is a square body, actually. Yeah, oh, here we can see this one. I think that's a Honda right there. But yeah, I have some off-brand ones too. There were off-brands of these for a little while at Big Lots. Oh, that's my favorite one right there. That's the Dodge Ram. I love that one. My mom actually owns a blue one of those to this day. She never drives it, but she owns one. And guys, you guys might wonder sometimes, like, I'm a car guy like me. How do I not own a car? Well, I don't really want to because of car insurance and gas prices. It just takes all the fun out of it for me because then when I go hunt for diecasts, and that's like the only thing I'd want a car for is hunting for diecasts or maybe doing DoorDash. I wouldn't mind doing that, but just sit on the stairs right here and talk for a minute. If you guys want to listen, you can. But yeah, I think I'd do DoorDash if I had a car. I would like to get my license to get a motorcycle, but I failed a couple of times doing my driving test. I am a good driver, but under pressure, I'm not. I'm very bad at driving under pressure. That's why if I was ever under pressure, I would not drive ever. I'm very comfortable driving two-wheeled vehicles more than cars. I just like bikes because they're small and you can get out of situations very easily with them. I've had so many situations, people are like, you're going to die on that e-bike one day, and you know, I've had a couple of close calls. I've had people almost rear end the back of my bike, but I have a mirror on it, so I see them coming, and I zip off over to the corner, or I go on the opposite side of the road or something, and you know, I do what I have to do to avoid a crash, and I've never had a serious crash. I've had a couple of crashes that were like because of weather conditions, like ice. I've had a couple crashes where I've hit a patch of ice and my bike's gone down. But I didn't go down with it. I stood up. It was just my bike slid underneath me, and I was still standing there because I did like a split, and I kept my feet on the ground, and the bike went down. I was like, no, my bike, because I wrecked my truck. If you guys know what my truck is, that's my large, my Rad Wagon 4, which that thing is, ooh, I don't even want to get into that thing. Rad was terrible with that. It's just that the wheels got recalled and everything, and I had to buy a bunch of new stuff for it, and Rad is not a good company. I would not buy a bike from them. I really wouldn't. They were good for a while, but then they just started not caring anymore. Unirail, though, I dig Unirail. Unirail probably is my future company I'm going to stick with now for e-bikes because I love my Flash. It is so fun. I'm telling you guys, next time you see it, it's a completely different bike. It has fenders now. I have custom painted it. Um, it's really cool. I'm just waiting for it to hit 1,000. I'm not exactly sure how to calculate how many miles it's had on it, period, because it doesn't do that. It kind of lets you clear the data, which could be bad if you were going to buy one from somebody used, because they could pretty much say it's a brand new bike and like clean it up and make it look brand new, give it new brakes, all that, and overhaul and all that, make it look brand new and say it's brand new, and they could sell you a used bike for a brand new price. I wouldn't do that. I would never sell any of my e-bikes to begin with. I don't like selling stuff like that because I always worry if I sell somebody something, it might break, and then they're going to be upset with me, and I don't want to sell stuff to somebody and have it be broken and I didn't know about it, and then they come back and get mad at me and they're like, oh, you sold me something that's broken. And yeah, I don't want that. Oh, one more thing I'll just tell you guys. Over there, like I said, I have stuff I have to get through. But I've cleared out that area over there. There's an old like oil burner furnace over there. They converted this place. My landlord's really nice. Funny thing is, my landlord that my parents are renting this place from. I also have my own lease, so I do pay quite a bit, pretty much the same price as I did at my apartment. But this is a whole house, and I have half of it plus the whole basement, so it's worth it. I have like twice as much room as I had at my apartment. Only thing I don't like is I have to live with dogs and cats now. I don't like living with animals because of the way I grew up when I was younger around them, and it was not ideal. But yeah. Over there, my 124 scales are gonna go over there. I just have to get that stuff moved, and my 124 scales are gonna go over there. Right now, my 124 scales are upstairs in the bike garage, um, and they are in cardboard boxes at the moment, like those, and they're not holding up too well. So, luckily, this month my wife gets 3 paychecks, so the next one we don't have to pay any bills, any kind of loans or anything with. So I'm gonna buy like 20 of these at TSC. These are like $11 right now. I hope they stay that price because I'm gonna buy like 20 of them, and I'm gonna use some for my 124 scales, and then the other ones I'm just gonna keep in case I need them. Because I am going to start buying Legos again. I really enjoy building mocks that they sell on AliExpress. Speaking of which, that's what's over here. Over here we've got the bigger, like, 8-stud cars, Speed Champion ones. Under there we've got, like, the smaller ones, the 6-stud ones. And then up here I have my Hot Wheels Mega Blocks cars, which I love these. I buy them every time I find a new one. I wish Hot Wheels would do more with these because these are really cool. I love these. This is actually a Chevy Silverado, the 83 Silverado in red. Hot Wheels, why don't you make this in this color in real life? Maybe that's a hint, guys, in the future that they are going to make this in that color. Or have they already done it? I know that's not the Target red because it's not that clean looking. The Target red didn't have clean stripes like that. It had different stripes, like different shades of white and stuff, and like split differently and stuff. Maybe they just couldn't put that over on that, or maybe that is what it's supposed to be. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I just thought I'd show you guys my new diecast setup because I showed you guys the one at my old apartment, and that's no longer how things are because my life changed in a big way about 3 months ago now. So that's why you guys have been noticing new backgrounds and stuff when I record. And I don't live in some massive house. If you guys thought that, you're like, wow, you must live in some massive house. I wish. There's a lot of things that I wish I could do that, I just will never be able to physically be capable of doing because of my diabetes. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys my diecast cave. Eventually, I'm gonna get some LED strips and put them up there, and I'm change different colors and stuff like that, and just have it more lit up down here. Because at some spots, it's hard to see the cars when I'm putting them away. And the thing that really sucks too now, guys, is even when I put away new cars, that's why I don't buy like big bunches anymore. Like I was buying huge boxes every month. I just can't handle putting away that many cars anymore because of how my diabetes acts up. So I have to just buy what I can find at the store, and then sometimes I could grab a few at Goodwill, but I can't just do it like every day with picking up these boxes because they're very heavy and it takes a toll on my blood sugar whenever I put away cars. It wrecks me for a couple of days. So I don't know. I've been thinking about some things, and I don't know if pretty soon I'll be able to buy diecasts anymore. I might have to switch to only buying Legos because they're not very heavy. But it's a big thing to think about. I'm trying to see if maybe I can devise something to pick the crates up for me because there are little slots. If I can maybe like build some kind of like tiny forklift thing that can do it for me or something. You know, I don't know. I got a lot of things I'm thinking about because there is room down here to like do something like that. So, yeah. I just have to figure out a way to do it differently. And I always do. I always think of things to do differently. That's what I do. I'm always trying to figure out a way to do something different because my situation is very different when it comes to different things. But yeah, guys. I just thought I would show you my diecast cave. Basically, is what I like to call it. So, yep, here it is. This is where all the cars go from the videos, except for the 124 scales. They're not down here yet. They will be. They're coming. My RC cars, I have a lot more of them, but they're upstairs in the living room. My parents are watching TV right now. So, yeah, I won't go up there. But I have cleared out a spot in my bedroom to start doing races again with I was gonna yesterday do a race with all the 4th of July cars, like all the Stars and Stripes cars. I was gonna find every single one of them and do a race with all of my Stars and Stripes cars. Any car that had red, white, and blue on it. I even have an old Purple Passion I've had for a long time. I was gonna put that in there too. And then I have like a 3-window Ford coupe that I've had for a long time. I bought a new one. I was going to put both of those in there too. But I never got around to it yesterday. Plus my wife was doing a live stream playing a video game. I won't say who my wife is, but she has a lot of subscribers. She has almost 20,000 subscribers. I won't say who she is because I kind of want to keep my identity secret. I have had channels before in the past that I've revealed my face, but I hope maybe I can keep it secret for a long time on here because sometimes the diecast collecting community scares me. Sometimes people can get a little violent if you find something rare and you don't treat it like it's rare, like you open it or something. I've seen people get pretty violent over something like that, and I just like to not show who I am because of that, Just because there's some crazy people out there. But, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think of my new setup for my diecast cars. I am working on trying to figure out something. If you guys have any suggestions of anything I could get that could help me pick these up so I wouldn't have to, like, have it be so much on my muscles, please let me know because I need to find something that I don't have to pick up these huge crates to move my cars, and I don't want to have to stop buying my cars just to you know, stop my diabetes from acting up, because my diabetes already takes so much away from me. I really want to go and work with my wife. I was a janitor at American Axle for like half the year, and then my diabetes started acting up, and I had to let it go because my doctor told me I was going to get dementia, and well, I feel like my diabetes runs me. That's why sometimes when it acts up, I just ignore it for a while because it upsets me. It won't let me have a job or, do something, because I wish I could. I really do want to work in a factory. It was really fun. It's just cool to go into a factory, even if I was a janitor, because I was like, dude, not everybody gets to see the inside of this place, and I get to come in here and see it. It was so cool. I got to be by this big machine that had fire that shot out of it, and I would sometimes mop around it and stuff. And I got to clean front end loaders, and I got to clean like big robotic arms, guys. Like there's like these huge robot arms that would make the car axles, and I got to clean those. It was so cool. And I loved it. It was so awesome. I loved being able to go in there and just see stuff other people just never get to see. It's so cool. That's why I love having an e-bike that can go long distances, because I love to travel. I love to see new things. Um, Actually, when I was younger, one of my dreams was to actually get a job like on a computer and live in an RV and travel around in an RV for my whole life. But that changed once I started getting back into diecast cars again, because my wife got me back into them, because I lost over 200 cars when I was younger. We stayed with somebody when we were homeless, and they stole all of my most prized possession, Hot Wheels, and I hated Hot Wheels for a very long time because of that. Because of it just hurt me to look at them, because I lost all those special ones that were really special to me. That I had them my whole childhood, and you stole those cars away from a 13, 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid, and it really hurt me. It really gave me trauma for a long time. But then I got with my wife, and she got it out of me. She said, like, you have Hot Wheels. What made you stop buying them? I want you to have something to collect, because I used to collect ponies, and then they stopped making those. I have so many ponies. I bought a lot of them and customized them. I made a lot more customs than I actually have of real ones, and that used to be my thing. And then they just stopped making it, and my wife was like, well, you need something to do, and I know you're lonely and stuff while I'm at work and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I am. And she started replacing my Hot Wheels. She got me to talk about it, and I found old pictures I took of them, because I made a lot of videos and stuff. I like to make little skits and stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Super Mario Logan. That was like one of my first YouTube channels I ever watched when I first got internet. I got internet for the first time in I think 2009 or 2011. I'm trying to remember. My family did not have internet for a long time, and I got introduced to internet, and I was like, I used to watch stick figures on crack. I used to watch that. I used to watch all kinds of weird stuff. And like from that, it made me want to start making funny little skit videos with my Hot Wheels, and I did. And those were my special ones that were like characters. They had characters behind them and stuff, and someone stole them from me, and it destroyed cars for me for a long time. And then when I got my wife, she replaced them. And they were not cheap. Some of them were really expensive cars, and my wife, I kid you not, paid $100 for one of those cars for me, and I was a little upset. I was like, dude, it made me kind of sick that that was $100, and I couldn't find another one for cheaper. But she got it, and I couldn't stop her. She went through my phone, and she found all my videos, and she figured out which cars I didn't have anymore, and she got them. And we're only looking for a couple more left. I have a green Hot Wheels Twinduction I need to find, and a Maisto Players Mercedes SLS, I think, in black. I think those are the last two I need to find. And I see the Mercedes all the time on eBay. I just haven't picked it up because, I don't know, I don't know why. I just haven't gotten it. But yeah, them are the only two I need to replace, and literally all the cars that were stolen from me are back, and it's amazing. And I kid you not, guys, I went to a yard sale, and some of the ones that actually got stolen I found at that yard sale, and it was in the same town, and I know they were mine because the scratch marks were the same on them, and they had little I carved stuff in the bottom of them, like the initials of the character to remember who they are, and some of them had that still, and I was like, the ones that had that, I knew they were mine. The ones that didn't, I was like, that might not be mine. They might just be cars that look like mine. But the ones that had that, I knew they had to be mine. And I thought it was so cool I found some of them. And those ones got put in a really, really special case. Those got put in my case where I actually have it locked with a key and a code. It's got like 3 different locks on it. And that's where all my childhood cars are, my beatered, battered ones I've had for years. But yeah. Sorry, guys. I was just going to show you guys my cave, and then I went on a rant about my life. You guys didn't want to know all that. But anyways, thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.